in that case, country is developed, but since they are importing Tesla materials because Tesla is not yet operating on 100%, so in that case, this is good because US is importing heavy machinery, high-tech technology, plant and equipment, right? They are building dams, so dam, cost a lot, 300 billion, 400 billion dollars for one dam, right? If question mention this kind of stuff, then this is good. But since we are just basing our understanding just based on, this figures, so this is bad because no more information is provided, right? So things in terms of consumer, things in terms of a little bit prospect, forecasting prospect, what will happen, and then you will find out this is good or bad. If question is silent, then just remember that one. For a developed country, deficit is bad. Right, guys? Joan, got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Good. Okay, for capital and financial account, okay, let's just talk about then. After that, let's take a 10 minutes break. So capital account, also called as capital and financial account, it considers or it categorizes of four part, which is direct foreign investment, which is investment in fixed assets in the foreign countries, which means you buy, the foreign country bought your local asset, for example, Shanghai Electric Company or Shanghai Subway. This is capital account. Portfolio investment, which is the foreign countries buying the stock market bonds or stock market stocks, right? The third one is other capital investment, which means transaction involving short-term financial assets such as money market securities between countries. For example, the US government issue a loan for 3 months and Chinese government gave them a loan and bought some securities and receiving interest for 3 months. That is also a capital account. Although the nature is less than 1 year, but still we will count it under capital account. Normally, if the life of the instrument or investment is more than 1 year, then we record it in capital and financial account. But the country's capital account also included less than 1 year for just financial assets. Remember this one, financial asset, which means money market securities. And the fourth one is error and omission. If something is error, we can just, of course, softwares cannot make error. It's a human decision or human error. So if somebody enters some wrong figures, so you can also have errors for reverse entries. You can do that. Okay. Any question regarding capital and financial account? If not, then we would be talking about this concept checker right after 10 minutes break. Right, guys? Any question?
No.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Any question? Okay. I'm pausing the recording. Let's meet after 10 minutes break. Okay, guys. Welcome back after a short break. So we were discussing the balance of payment. We talked about balance of payment have two accounts, current accounts and capital account. We talked about the subcategories of capital account, and then we talked about the subcategories of capital account. Okay, let's test your concept checker here. So you tell me whether this is which option is good, which option is correct. So the primary component of current account is, everyone please do participate.
A.
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 Right? Well done. How about the second one? True, false? The current account represents the investment in fixed assets in foreign countries that can be used to conduct business operations. True, false?
False.
One says false. Others? Lota, Ping Ping, Nam, Crystal, Kathleen, Harry, Joan, Janlep.
False. False.
False.
False.
How false and how true? Any reason behind that?
False because it also has services, and that's not fixed assets.
Okay, but that is not good. The key point is, we'll tell in the answer, but why true? Why you said true? Any reason behind? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes. Who said true?
Someone said true. Okay, let's talk about the answer. It is false. Why? Not because of services, because of, so whenever there is a fixed asset involved, that would be dealing in capital account, not the current account. Okay? So that was the concept checker. Okay, now let's talk about our second learning objective, which is growth in international trade. So here we go. The international trade has increased substantially over the time, which has had a major impact on MNCs. Number one, it has enabled some MNCs to obtain material at lower price. Secondly, it has allowed many MNCs to increase their sales and expand their operations. So things are that why there is increase in international trade? Because MNCs, so those companies who expand, why they expand to the other countries? Number one, to obtain cheaper raw material. When they obtain cheaper raw material, their price of the product will go down, so they can sell more. So when the price can decrease, so it opened a lot of opportunities to export their goods at lower price to exploit in foreign market conditions. Right, guys? So that's why the international trade has increasing. So the events that increased the trade volume, so if we see the historically, so number one is removal of Berlin Wall, which leads restrictions, reduction in trade barriers in Eastern Europe. So you can just trade more. So in that case, the trade volume increases. Single European Act, rather taxing the goods and services inside the Europe, so they just pass the act of Single European Act. It means now goods can transfer free of any exchange rate because they opt the currency of euro combined, right? So it improved access to supplies from firms in other European countries. Then NAFTA, which is North American Free Trade Agreement, which allows US firms to penetrate product and labor market that previously had not been accessible. Number four is GATT, which is General Agreement on Tariff and Trade, which is called for reduction and elimination of trade restriction on specified imported goods over a 10-year period across 117 countries. So in that case, so any act or any ordinance and any government regulation that decreases the taxes and tariff or restriction on trade basically improves or increase the international trade volume. So some countries, they have a ban to import this kind of goods because they need to promote local economy, local companies. So in that case, when they remove this option, what happened? The other countries, now they will come to your country and offer their products, which is at cheaper price and with good quality. In that case, the international trade volume will increase. Number 5th, inception of Euro, which means when the European Act passed, so they are no longer to maintain their own currency, so they just passed and got Euro as the currency of all European countries. The country has its own sovereignty, but the medium of exchange among among all European countries are the same, Euro. So in that case, it reduces the cost and risk associated with converting one currency to another country, to another currency. So Spain can buy goods from Italy, the same Euro is used. So the risk of conversion of the currency or currency exchange market is eliminated. In that case, people have more choices to buy raw material or sell goods wherever they find it profitable. Expansion of European Union. If some country want to enter into a European Union, of course, that also increase the trade volume. Plus other trade agreements, I told you, any kind of agreement which reduces the trade or tariff or open markets in other countries. For example, if China remove the condition for imports, so in many fields, China has implemented restriction for the Chinese importers. They cannot import the goods. So for example, right now they have opened the food industries, milk industry. So you can import milk and like beef products, food products. So in that case, other countries, those who are specialized in these kind of exports, like New Zealand, Poland, so they are very good in exporting the dairy products. So they are exporting goods to the Chinese market. In that case, the international trade volume increases, right? Okay, regarding the outsources, we will talk about in our next lecture. So we are about to finish our today's discussion. Any question regarding our today's lecture or anything you want to ask or want to add something that would be valuable for our first lecture? No more? Okay. Thank you for being patient with us. This is our first.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Would you upload the PPTs on Blackboard?
Sure. So right after this class, I would be uploading the PPT and the book chapter and our course syllabus to our Blackboard discussion forum, Blackboard platform, and also on WeChat. So you have option to download from WeChat or from the Blackboard. So regarding this video, I would be uploading once the video is completed. I would be uploading to the YouTube, and also I would be uploading its links on both platforms, WeChat and the Blackboard. So you can just download and you can watch over there. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Guys. Thank you so much. That is the end of our lecture. We will be meeting in our next class. Until then, stay safe. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.